Okay, what's going on, guys? Pretty cool visual here. We're talking arm timing and essentially kinetic sequencing of what I've been talking about recently in delaying the arm raise. So we have Kenley Jansen here. I just want you to notice long lever, big dude, right? It's going to need a little bit more time. This is where his hand is, okay? So notice he separates his hands extremely early in the delivery, right? He's going to separate his hands before he's even begun his forward move. Okay, but notice that he still incorporates a delay mechanism. So he's entering his drive phase. Notice how that hand has yet to really move, and I know it's tough to see in this visual here, but notice how he still delays that arm raise in that full drive phase. So what I want to talk about is essentially this move that a lot of high power output pitchers do in delaying that arm and that hand raise to the point of internal rotation of this drive leg. Okay, so the hip internally rotates at time when the arm now climbs into retraction and then out through ball hand. Okay, so that timing right there is what we're looking at. So now I have Giolito, who is going to accomplish the same thing, but his path, his hand path, is obviously drastically shorter. So there's not much of a delay, so you'll notice that he's able to increase that forward momentum, separates his hands, a lot of different timing than Jansen does, but you'll still notice that he's able to stabilize that drive leg force, and he's going to increase this movement capacity here between those knees. But then notice at that time that that hand is going to come up, and that arm's going to go into that scap retraction, is at the same time in which Kenley Jansen does the same thing. So I know the visual, again, is a little tough, but that move right there of internal rotation, hand coming up, maximizing that kinetic sequence, is the same thing that we're going to see with Giolito. So two different types of throwers, right, but accomplishing essentially the same move. Now the timing aspect of things is the tricky part to figure out, because everyone is going to move differently, but we need to always identify the timing of each individual, even though this is a changeup right here by Giolito. Same movements, both accomplishing high power output, strike zone consistency, effortless velocity. But as I mentioned, I just wanted to highlight the path of the hands that they both take, accomplishing the same kinetic sequencing of this internal rotation and this hand coming up. So same with Jansen here. All right. Well, that was me using my new stylus pen thing on my iPad. So I enjoyed it. So I will do a signature. See ya.